This is a day's track from the point of view of an alabaster bust that I look like. When I were granite, I gobbled grain like a gannet, but now I'm alabaster millstone. I'm wheat and you're chaff. You've all the class and gravitas of a gravel drive. You do languish in the garden centre, stranded amidst the water features. You're your own albatross, milestone to my progress because I'm alabaster. When I was sand, stone, I too built castles to the sea's moat, and believe me when I say I don't like to gloat, but the tide turned and I am returned alabaster. Now you are the pernickety picnicker's worst nightmare. You are the shameful reminding itch of the lover's gritty alfresco amorous sandwich. Or you do chortle in your glass girdle as you put eggs to yolk. Emery board does finer work, sound blaster, for you scour graffiti from the walls of council estates, whilst I greet visitors ensconced to the naves of noble estates, because I'm alabaster. But not too good for you. You see, when I was slate, I cut wood with the best, but now I'm alabaster, you tool. We both get dug up, but my display case gets more footfall because I'm the belle of the museum ball, from antique Greece to ancient Rome, neoclassical exhibitions ensconced within gentry halls. No stone is so deified as me, except, arguably, for that marvellous wannabe lap dancer of the Louvre. Now, let me tell you something. When I were an aspirational plinth hopper, I were forced to kiss the bare soles of illegitimate pilgrims' feet. Now I gaze from cathedral's vaulted peak at those poor bastards' balding pates and your stripy flooring. Where is your Michelangelo now? Kitchen work service. And although I have no hands and therefore no might to smite back at those who may cause me contusions and so be placed above me on the Mohs hardness scale of mineral hardness, that hierarchy you surely understand is wholly specious. Merely a man-made means of identification through discrimination. Because I'm as hard as nails, mate. I worked my way up through metamorphic force majeure and damn good looks. And you can call it Deus Ex Machina, or strategy applied. One cannot deny that I have arrived, although it's all for naught, isn't it, in the final analysis? For aren't we all destined to be one part of that final post-apocalyptical, recombobulated cosmic molten gloop? And yet, I reached the apogee, and you were pulp. And this is the way the bourgeoisie go. Establish the limits, set up the goals, so the house always wins. I didn't make the rules. I just cashed in.
This was wrote 14 years ago, and it's called Single Parent Rant Rap. And I wrote this when I was really pissed off. Life's great when you're sponging off the state. You don't have a job, so you're labelled a disgrace. You don't contribute to the economy or pay any taxes. You're just like those refugees who claim on false pretences. You see, the way I see it, a single parent's a full-time job. Just because I don't contribute, don't you disregard what I feed emotionally to a child who needs his mammy? Aren't I contributing to the needs of a family? I refuse to accept I'm a parasite of society, like Margaret Thatcher stated in a rule of insanity. She's trying to fuck the unions and those poor bastard miners, but she won't fuck me with her poxy one-liners. So don't you marginalise me and put me in this box and tell me I should be grateful for me bloody lot. Yes, me child's 10, I could get a job, that's fair, but the problem that I have, I can't afford the childcare. So I've gone to university to make our futures better, but me debts are mounting up, and you still help me with your letter. You haven't paid for that, and you haven't paid for this. Jesus Christ, people! Shall I pay you when I piss? See, when I was little, I had this big dream. Kids, roses, a cottage by a stream, but me bubble's been burst by this capitalist regime. It's the inequalities that lie within. It's you that's obscene. So life's great when you're sponging off the state.
For Francis home! Score there. It's a 7.5! A performance for Francis Home. Got an 8! And for Writing Helen, it's a 9! Sky Hawkins! It's an 8! Performance from Sky. It's a 9! Writing Helen, it's a 9.1.